Welcome to Brent Haven's celebration of Shrove Tuesday. Each year we take an annual trip through the liturgical calendar. And during Advent we anticipate Jesus Christ's birth. And then we celebrate it at Christmas. During Lent we take the road with Jesus toward his crucifixion. And then on Easter we celebrate the resurrection. And then we celebrate Pentecost together. The liturgical calendar is an ancient spiritual tradition that connects us to the larger Christian church. It helps to structure our year. It helps us remember important aspects of our faith, and it helps us to deepen our spiritual practices. There are key days that mark the transition from one season to the next in the liturgical year, and Shrove Tuesday is one of those days. On Shrove Tuesday, we'll be turning the page and entering into the solemn time of Lent. The origins of Shrove Tuesday and that celebration were really very practical. Since this was the night before Ash Wednesday, many households needed to deplete the stores of all the rich foods because they knew they wouldn't be eating them perhaps over the next 40 days. And so customs began to come together for ways to kind of say goodbye, throw a goodbye party to all the good stuff, all the creams and fats and flours in the house. And that's how Shrove Tuesday really began, as a way to kind of clean out the pantry, celebrate, knowing that the next day we would be entering the Lenten observance. In England, that took the form of a Pancake Tuesday, and a lot of our tradition in our church around a pancake supper really comes from the English tradition of having pancakes, again, to eat the rich food the night before Ash Wednesday. You've probably heard of Mardi Gras, and that is also, in a sense, a Shrove Tuesday celebration. Mardi Gras stands for Fat Tuesday, and the reason it's called Fat Tuesday is that was the day when all the fat was consumed, again, cleaning out the larders. And in some countries, it's called Carnival. And Carnival, really, when you look at the word Carnival, carne is meat and val is farewell. So the origins of Carnival was really to say farewell to meat, because that wouldn't be consumed during Lent. So it's celebrated in different ways with different cultures. In Belgium, they throw oranges and put on hats with big feathers. And in Brazil, they have big parades to the beat of samba music. All, again, merrymaking and wonderful food. The intent of Shrove Tuesday, in addition to celebrating before Lent, is also to prepare ourselves for Lent. In fact, if you look at the word shrove, it's the past tense for the word shrive or shriven, and that word means to confess and to receive absolution for one's sins. So essentially, Shrove Tuesday is also a time to prepare our hearts and minds as we walk toward Good Friday and Easter. So let's talk a bit about what it would take, or ways that we might prepare our hearts and minds for Lent through Shrove Tuesday. Lent usually involves giving something up or perhaps adding something. Whatever the practice, the intent is to deepen one's connection with God and to honor the great sacrifice of our Lord Jesus Christ. So I have a couple of suggestions, not only for enjoying the rich food of Shrove Tuesday, but also for thinking about how you might prepare for your Lenten observance. Begin with a prayer, perhaps borrowing the words from Psalm 25. Teach me your ways, O Lord, show me your paths. And then take some moments for self-examination. Invite God to lovingly guide you in taking an honest look at yourself as a follower of Christ. And then consider what you might let go of and what you might add. Here are a couple of questions to help you with that. What am I attached to that is taking my attention away from more important things? How might I fast from this habit or activity as I observe Lent this year? Or what might I add? What might I add that will nurture my growth as a follower of Christ? How might I serve others through this time of Lenten sacrifice? I hope that you'll take some time for reflection, and I hope too that you'll celebrate Shrove Tuesday with wonderful pancakes, delicious food, and plenty of syrup. Thank you.
Hi everybody, Shrove Tuesday. In church, that means one thing, pancakes. I mean, it means some other things too, but we want pancakes. So what I'm going to do today is show you how to make pancakes. Everybody loves them, everybody makes them. You can either make them from scratch or you can make them from a mix. Today I made some from Bisquick just for demonstration purposes, but I have been known to make them via recipe, buttermilk recipe, or whole wheat. So you can do whatever you have on hand, whatever your favorite is. So what you do first is grease up your griddle a little bit. You can use vegetable oil, which is what I'm using today, or you can use butter or whatever pan you're using, whatever works best. And then you start pouring them on your griddle. And I use a measuring cup or a measuring spoon just to keep it more even. Sizzling away. And if your batter is lumpy, it's totally fine. Those will bake out. Oh, that one's too small. Needs more. So while these are baking, they don't take that long. I've got my griddle on about 375 degrees, and you just have to wait a little bit until you start seeing the edges bubble. That's when you know that they're done. So while we're waiting, let's talk mix-ins. You can make them plain, or you can put in smashed bananas. That's a good, or applesauce. And Ellie Kate is here to show you two of her favorite mix-ins, which are
chocolate chips and sprinkles.
Yes. So once you've poured them, and mine are not very circular today. Look at that. That's crazy. Once you put them in, put it down on the first side, that's when you go ahead and put the mix-ins in.
Sprinkles, because sprinkles make everything better.
Sprinkles do make everything better. Do that one too.
Yep.
Whoa.
Sounds
She likes a lot of chocolate on hers.
Yeah. And
There we go.
This can be very messy.
Yes.
So
Be prepared.
yes.
So I'm looking at these now, and I'm starting to see that around the edges they're starting to get dry. You can see them bubbling, and they come right off. Yep. Took a little peek and flip. Ooh, that one's a little brown.
There's that one.
We're gonna go ahead and do all of these.
Ooh, yeah.
And there you go. There's pancakes. Enjoy. Have a good Shrove Tuesday.